You'll never believe the risk Roger took to retire. Oh, man. So I've been working with this guy for, 5 years or something like that. Let's call him Roger Dodger. Legend. He and his wife just crush. And Roger emailed me yesterday. I said, Roger, you retired for this? You took the risk for this? It's going to make me cry because it's so freaking awesome. You're such a baby, Josh. He got his first grandkid. And he sent me a picture of the baby. And I just, dude. And Roger is a little bit, not nervous Nelly. A little bit more nervous Nelly than his wife. But I must say, he's not nervous Nelly. But he's like, I just want to make sure we're good to go. If memory serves, he's pretty much an engineering type. Legend. Moved from one state to another state where he's from a warm state to a cold state of all craziness. And but just a great guy, man. A jovial guy, but he's concerned, but not overly concerned, but concerned nonetheless, if that makes sense. And I said, oh, how dare you? You know you're going to run out of money. He goes, what? No. He said, my grandbaby is literally the best thing ever. And my heart, oh, man. So freaking awesome. The other day it was Chloe's 22nd birthday, and my wife and I were posting pictures of Chloe's transition from the big girl in the NICU. She's a big kid in the neighborhood because she lived in the NICU for the first month of her life because she had ventricular tachycardia, and no one as a baby ever has ventricular tachycardia, so they were freaking out. What do we do? And we're still wondering if a jabby jab initiated that. The docs will never admit that, of course, but let's just put it this way. The hospital staff was very eager to jab up a child, even though she had been jabbed up before. And they had, I guess we didn't document that. It's like, and that was before, we were pro jabbies back then, both my wife and I. And I said, anyway. But anyway, just seeing the baby, baby Chloe, seeing Roger's baby, and I can't remember the name. Dude, and the issue, for me, was if I'm a grandperson, and that happened to me, I want to be there near my kids, dude. I want to be where my grandkids are. I want to be there to comfort them so that my daughter or my son and their wives or sons or whatever, husbands can still work, and someone can be there to comfort my baby. You see what I'm saying? And that's the primary thing for me. And I imagine a lot for you too. Some freaking, who the hell posted? I couldn't believe it. It was Michael Finke. He posted something that said, living within 10 miles of your children reduces your retirement happiness. I said, there's no way. I'm sorry. That's insanity on steroids. I couldn't believe he posted it. I haven't read the article yet. I just said, I don't buy that for 2 seconds flat, but whatever, we'll see. I got tables floating around back there if you want that noise is. My wife had to bring some tables in to the SKU where she works at, so I got to take them out and put them in the garage and keep forgetting. But seeing Roger move from where he was to where he is now, having the time, the ability to go see his grandbaby, it just makes my heart melt. And yet people are going to be so worried about their ability to retire, they're missing the freaking forest for the trees. The trees for the forest, whatever the hell that is. Like, just look at what you have in front of you. Because nothing's more important than spending time with human beings. But Josh, I'm going to run out of money. Are you? Are you really going to run out of money? Based on what? Based on freaking what? You're going to sacrifice your time to be with your newborn grandbaby because of some irrational fear that you're going to run out of money. Based on what? Yes, it makes me so flippin' mad. Because my parents weren't there to see Chloe. My parents weren't there to see Maddie. My parents weren't there to see my two kids. Am I Calvin and Lee? Am I mad by that? Yeah, I'm not mad that they weren't because, frankly, my parents, wacky tacky. But I'm mad for them because I'm like, how would you not want to be part of that? How would anyone not want to be part of seeing their freaking grandkids? You see what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, man. Well, Josh, just because, you have a different experience than me, man. And because your experiences, you're seeing things through the rose-colored glasses. Well, maybe so. I guarantee if you did a friggin' poll, the vast majority said, what's more important, work in the shop, in the cubicle, out, whatever the hell, as a fireman, or go and see your grandbaby and be able to change the grandbaby's diapers? I was passing somebody the other day, someplace I was walking, I forgot what it was, and it was definitely a grandma. It was in Kroger. Was it Kroger? Publix, maybe. It's Publix. And it was definitely a grandma with her, young child who was in one of those push cart things, in the grocery. And I said, oh, man. So I said, I assume that's your granddaughter or something like that is taking her out for a daily stroll. She goes, yeah, we just got to chatting. I said, man, I've heard having grandkids is God's gift to a life well lived. And she said, you know it, sir. Or because in the South, we address each other politely, sir. She goes, let me tell you. And she, kind of gave me all the stuff. She goes, I love being able to take care of my kids so my daughter can still do whatever she's doing. And I said, yeah. And then she goes, the best thing is when my daughter comes home at night, I hand them off. I said, dude. Anyway, God bless. Congrats, Roger. God bless. And I hope to hear more stories of more people having grandbabies, because I love it. Nothing makes me happier than seeing grandparents with their grandbabies. God bless.